What up, guys? Jason Guyman here with PressureWashHelp.com, King of Pressure Washing. And tonight, I'm going to talk about the 3 tips to grow our pressure washing business. I actually wrote some things down here tonight versus kind of winging it. And so, might be better, might not, should be better because I'm actually going to be doing it. Jason must be primping or pimping. What's going on, Marvin? What's going on, Big Rob? So let's get started here. So this week's been a great week for me. I've been working on a bunch of YouTube stuff. I've got about 3. I've been working on a trailer, a pretty sweet looking trailer. It's not a trailer. It's actually a skid built-in unit. I got it all done. It's an 8 gallon a minute. It's a cool rig. It'd be a nice rig. I believe it's sold. I'm not 100% sure. If it's not, keep in mind it's a 8 gallon a minute, both hose reels, slide in, amazing looking piece of rig that would make somebody a lot of money. So with that said, let's get started here of what are 3 things that can make us grow a business, what can get us to the next level. And it's not the normal equipment, because equipment's not going to grow your business. It can make you get faster, but it's not going to grow your business. It may grow your business as in adding another unit and stuff like that, but that's not what I'm going at. I'm not really going after the marketing or the sales or that kind of things, because yes, that can help us grow our business. But I want to talk about something that has been a little bit of a hot topic here lately, and that is mindset. Mindset, and there's different mindsets out there. Like I say, there's all different kind of mindset. So the reason why I want to bring this up is mindset is what I can see of growing a business. The people that I know personally that have grown a really good business that has hit over $100,000 usually are not the technician mindset. What do you mean by the technician mindset, Jason? So the technician mindset, there's a great book out here. It's called E-Myth. I'll bring it up here so you can see it. E-Myth. And this talks about the steps in business. This talks about how people grow a business. And there's different types of people. There's the technician. And most people starting in the pressure washing business are this right here of the technician mindset. They're good with their hands. They can do lots of stuff with their hands. They can do the mechanic side of things. They can do all of that kind of thing at the end of the day. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to fail in business. That doesn't mean you're really good at business. That just means that your technician mindset, and a lot of times when we are dealing with technician mindset, usually these people here really struggle with charging 20, getting that $300, getting those things, because we have a technician mindset of, well, I make $25 an hour, I make $50 an hour, I make $100 an hour. That's like cha-ching, bam, bam, bam. That's just amazing. And that is true. It is amazing to make $100 an hour. But that's not everything at the end of the day. That's not taking in the factors of what we need to do to be able to grow that business to the next level. What do we need to do so that we can come off the truck? So that way we can do more selling and more things of that kind of thing. And so that's where a business owner mindset or a person that has a mindset of business does a lot better in the pressure washing business world. So, I've seen the videos out there of, if you don't know how to work on your equipment, you shouldn't be doing pressure washing. And I couldn't agree more of that is a bunch of baloney. And here's the reason why. Because if you're going to say that, I could say the same thing of, well, if you don't know how to do marketing and run a business, you don't need to be in business. Same thing. So, it's all about finding the right people so that we can grow a business. I talk about Jason a lot on here, Jason Hefner out of Tampa, Florida, or Sarasota, Florida. And he did $150,000. And he's not the best at working on his rig, but he has a neighbor right down the street that works on his rig for him. So you know what? He found the who he needed to put in there of working on his rig. And guess what? You don't have to worry about working on your rig. You don't have to know everything there is about these rigs. And so a lot of times we get into this mindset of, I'm the best technician and I can work on this stuff and I'm amazing, but you suck at business. And let's just be honest. A lot of technician mindset people suck at business. They suck at growing a pressure washing business. It's not that it's impossible. It's just a lot harder to do that. So with that said, the next thing I want to talk about is building up our network. I know that I believe it was Marvin put network equals referrals. And that's a good point, because building up our network, there's Russell Brunson preaches this quite a bit or I believe it's him. I don't remember. I think it's Russell Brunson says that your net worth is worth your network is worth your net worth. And what that means is getting around and having a good networking community of like-minded people, of business people, and that is things that can really help us grow and get to where we need to be at. So I love what Marvin put here is networking and referrals. And a lot of times as networking, these are some things that we can really do to, I'm going to tell you, for instance, Y'all's, I can't think of his name now, is down in North Carolina. And he got up with a networking in with roofing, with a roofer. And he has made probably $30,000 to $40,000 just from that roofer. And so you get into you get networking and you help them. It's not all about just give me. Networking is I help you and you help me. And that's kind of how networking works and maybe it's not exact same thing, but if I can somehow help them, then that's the whole beauty of networking. Networking can definitely be a huge thing of getting to where we need to be at. So, both of those are some things that we need to do so that way we can grow our business. That's why I push LinkedIn. There's two different ways to do networking. One is in-person networking, and two is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a great way so that way we can do networking and we can network with other people, and that will grow our business. That will take us to the next level. When we get around like-minded people and they can, maybe they don't give you work, but maybe they give you information. Maybe they teach you things. Maybe they help you grow, not just financially, but they can help you grow mentally. They can help you grow in different ways that can help you get to where you want to go, that can help you level up so that way you can keep going and getting down the road of the bumpy road of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is this right here, up and down and up and down. But if we can kind of curve them ups and downs so bad and learn from that, then that are some things that will really help us out and get us to where we need to be at. So those are two things. Lastly, the last thing of doing being one of the three tips of an entrepreneur is never stop learning. Never stop learning. Whether you're just starting out or you've been in business 10 years, you've been in business 20 years. Never stop learning. Never, never, never stop learning. And the reason why I say that is a lot of times we get into a problem and we're like, we know it all and I don't need to know anything else. I'm the best there ever is. I'm the best mofo. I can do everything. I know everything. I am the best at what I do. And because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know everything. There's new things that come out of things. When you open your mind and allow things to do different ways of trying things, then that is ways we can do it. And I'm not just talking about, in the technician world. We got to keep learning in marketing. We got to keep learning in sales. Maybe you suck at sales. Maybe you need to be better at sales. Maybe you need to learn more things about selling. Maybe you need to figure out how to sell better, maybe you need to take courses on selling. Maybe you suck at talking. If you suck at talking, you're probably going to suck at sales. So that way we can keep it going and learning and getting better. Because I've never said I'm the best at anything. I might say I'm the king, but the king has issues too. I'm just telling you. So with that, and you want to be the king in your area, then what you need to do is keep learning. Keep never stop learning. When you stop learning is when you die. That's when you need to stop learning. Because things are going to change. Things are going to change. And this is a good thing. This one right here, I believe, is more important than almost any of these other three. Learning communication. Again, this is a customer service business that just so happens to do pressure washing. And so if we know how to communicate and we're good at communicating and we don't drop the ball on communicating, don't return phone calls, or we don't call people back, or we don't answer the phone in the first place, those are the issues that we run into that will cripple our business. Those are the things that can keep us from growing. Those are the things that will hurt us in the end. It really will. It's not rocket science at the end of the day. Again, we are a customer service business that just so happens to do pressure washing. And so when we think of it that way, it will help us get a lot farther along than us sitting there thinking what we need to do, how we need to do it, and all of that kind of stuff. So those three things. And then the last thing, again, don't stop learning. So I and Bobby Walker and Dan Plata are going to be doing the Traction Tour. It is going to be in June 9th or July 9th and 10th. I've been talking about this before. It is going to be a 2-day event. The first day will be a 1-day event, and then the second day is a 2-day event. The first day will be limited to 50 people. The first day is only limited to 15 people, or the second day. That's the first and second. And it's all about getting traction in our business, whether we're just starting out getting traction or we're trying to get to the next level. This is going to be something that will help you. We're going to sit down with you on that second day and put things into action. We're going to put action to make traction is what we're going to do. Because if we, and some of this is, and you don't need this is things you can do on your own. It's just you got to do it. Of setting up your 90-day schedule. Setting it up. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing Friday? What are you doing Saturday? What are you doing on Monday? Are you just sitting around going, I don't know why my phone won't ring. Why won't my phone ring? My phone won't ring. Why won't my phone ring? I want my phone to ring. Well, you know what? It won't ring because you're not doing the work that you need to do. And yes, sometimes the work that you got to do can be hard, and things are hard. Lots of things are hard. There's a lot of things that are hard out there. But I want to tell you something. You right here on the other side of this camera, can do hard things. It might not be easy. It might not be the best. It might not be the prettiest, but you can do hard things. And so when you can do hard things, things happen. They really do. Things happen. when we even, I am the world's worst at not being perfect. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not perfect. I suck at writing. I misspell words. Good thing for things that tell me that I misspell words. I don't put the right words in there. But does that hold me back? No, because I keep doing it. And you guys keep looking at it and you keep watching it. And, is it perfect? No. And don't think that whatever you're doing is going to be perfect, because it's never going to be perfect. Because what you think is perfect today, and you look back a week ago, 6 months ago, 9 months ago, a year, you're like, that sucked, but that brought me in $10,000. Yeah, because here's the thing. Taking action is better than perfect. When we don't take action and we don't start, nothing happens. That's a proven fact. If we don't do nothing to take action, nothing happens. If we sitting on the couch and we're waiting our phone to ring, we still waiting for our phone to ring because it's not going to ring. Now, what do we got to do to make our phone ring? What are some things that we need to do to help you do that? And that's what we're going to do on that second day, really pushing the traction of that, of making things happen, getting it done, doing the things that we need to do to get it done. Now, Teak, he came to my pressure washing class last year, and today, and I haven't sent him a message back because I didn't know what to send back, sent me a message today. And the message was, I just want to thank you, Jason. You've helped me get to $30,000 or $40,000 already this year, and I can't believe that I'm actually doing it pretty much. And, and I'm like, I don't know what to send back to that because it kind of stepped me back a little bit. But that's all right, because you know what? I'm not perfect either. I'll be the first to admit. Jason Guyman is not perfect. Jason Guyman has never been perfect, and Jason Guyman will never be perfect. But I will take action, and I will do things to make things happen. And that's what I want you to do too. You have to take action, because, we can sit around in our chair and say, man, you know what? I really want to start a business. I want to start a business. I want to start a pressure washing business. And we get excited about starting a pressure washing business, and we get all this cool equipment and these pressure washers, and we get in all these Facebook groups, and we learn all this stuff about more pressure washing, and we hear all the bickering going on, and we're going to be pressure washers. We're going to do it. We're going to be a pressure washer. And then we don't know how to get customers, because heaven forbid that I either go to a training or I learn how to do it right, or I can't get my phone to ring. Jason, my phone won't ring. I got a $25,000 rig sitting here, but my phone will not ring. Well, Mr. Sir, did you put any money in marketing? Yeah, I spent about $200 and that didn't work. Okay, only $200. And how much did you spend in that rig? Oh, I got $25,000 in this rig, $30,000 in this rig. Let me think about this. So you're willing to spend $25,000, $30,000 into a rig, or $15,000, $10,000, but you only want to spend $200 in marketing? $200. Is that all you want to spend? $200 a month. I'll give you $200 a month. $200 a month, and that's going to keep you busy? Really? Because when I owned a business and we were doing $1 million a year, I was spending $1,000 a month just in Google AdWords per truck. $1,000 per truck for my pressure washing business, and I had 3-4 trucks, so I was spending $4,000 a month in marketing. But Jason, I can't spend that much money because I just spent $16,000 on my rig. I ain't got no more money. Think about when you start a business, think of what you need to do. Think of where you need to be at. And now, I know some of you are already in business, and that's fine. What do we got to do to get to the next level? We have a business. We have a rig. How do we get business? What are the things that we got to do to business? And a lot of this goes back to what my number one is mindset. Mindset of investing in your business. Because if you're not willing to invest in your own business, then nobody will invest in your business. Nobody out there will invest in your business if you are not willing to invest in your business. What do I mean by investing in your business? I don't just mean putting money in it. I mean, there's two ways to get customers. And don't think that you're going to just be busy right away because you bought a $25,000 rig or a $15,000 rig or a $10,000 rig, because it's not going to happen. First, you got to either invest in your business with your wallet or you got to invest in your business with time. So let's go with the first one. Let's go with the second one first, with time. What do I mean by investing in your business by time? Well, you got to go figure out everything. You're going to go learn everything. You're going to try to do everything you can to learn everything you need to know about marketing. And yes, I have some in my membership, but I mean, you're going to go deep. You're going to go real deep in marketing. And those are some things that you have to do. You have to learn about marketing. You have to learn. And this is what I'm going to tell you. Pick one thing and learn it really good. And pick that one thing that is going to bring you a bunch of business. And learn that thing. Don't go out there and try to learn 10 different things, because then you're going to end up with nothing. You're going to end up with nothing. Go out there and learn one thing, and that is something that we can sit there and get traction on it. Then we can move than that. And Jason just put, my Voxer membership has done better than my 8 gallon a minute ever has. And so I've sent some emails out about this right here. PressureWashHelp.com, or I think it's kingofpressurewash.com/premium 2021 or something. I don't know what the thing is. If somebody wants that, message me and I will send it to you. But my Voxer program membership has done better for me. And you know why that is? Because it isn't that I'm just giving him all this. I mean, I am giving him a lot of knowledge, because I'm telling him things that he can go out there and work on. I'm making sure that he is doing his Facebook Lives. You know, Jason didn't want to do Facebook Lives, and I pushed him to do Facebook Lives. I helped him do Facebook Lives in my pressure washing group. I said, do your live here and then get better at it and pass it out through your other groups. And guess what? That's what he's done. He did 150,000 last year. So, you know, those are some things that you can do to help you get over that. All right. So the second way to get business, that's just one way of getting business. Time and that kind of thing. The second way to get business is open your wallet. Whether you're going to pay Google Ads, you're going to pay for having your website built, you're going to pay for SEO, and I mean good SEO, you're going to pay for AdWords, you're going to pay for all those things. You know, and a lot of people that I know pay. You know, Bobby Walker isn't going to get to $1 million without paying. He pretty much gives his AdWords guy an unlimited budget of there. And what does an unlimited budget mean? $3,000 to $5,000 a month, probably. So those are some things that you got to do to open your wallet to grow your business. You know, you can try to do the things on a budget. You know, Jason, I grew my business by networking and word of mouth. Well, good for you. You're probably at about $50,000, $60,000. That's where you're at. That's what it is. So I'll give you two instances. of one is by doing the work, and that is Benjamin Gregory. I've talked to him about. I've talked about him a bunch. He posts 3 times a week, 4 times a week on Facebook, and he posts 3 to 4 times a week in LinkedIn, and he's commenting on other people's stuff, and he's probably in there every day doing something with LinkedIn. And he did right at $500,000. Or you have Bobby Walker that did $500,000, or he did 670,000 last year, 600 and some change, and he spent a bunch of money in AdWords. So there's 2 ways to grow your business: open your wallet, or you spend a lot of time. Bobby Walker, he spent last year doing a lot of drinking and a lot of smoking cigars at the bar. He still hit 670. Now, on the other hand, of Benjamin Gregory, he spent a lot of time at night making sure that he was putting everything up to get those what he needed to do, and posting 3 times a week, and making sure that it's in the groups and it's in all of these things, so that way when we grow our business, that's what it's all about. Growing our business is not a hard thing. It really isn't a hard thing. It is if we have a technician mindset. It's hard to grow a business with a technician mindset. But Jason, you don't understand. This is my favorite. You can't make no money. You can't charge that in my area. Oh, really? Really? You can't charge that much? Well, you know what? When you get so many leads coming in, you don't care what everybody's charging, because it's a numbers game. Jason's closing like 40%, but it's a numbers game. He knows the more leads he gets in, the more money he makes. And he's high. But you know what? You don't make $150,000 to $300,000 being the $99 guy. Raise your prices. That's what I tell a lot of people. I talked to somebody today that he's like, man, I'm booked out 4 to 5 weeks. Raise your prices, dude. You're too cheap. Raise your prices. But Jason, you're just greedy. You're just greedy, Jason. No, it's a numbers game. It's all a numbers game. I'm not greedy. I just don't want to work. Everybody else don't want to work. They all want to live off the government. So I don't want to live off the government. I want to make it this is my favorite one. Jason, will you give me a discount? This was always my favorite one. I'm on a fixed income. And you pull up to this house, and it's about $1 million freaking house. And you're like, yeah, that's a fixed income, all right, of about $10,000 to $20,000 a month. I want that fixed income. Don't always fall for the fixed income. Now, I understand there's some that it's on a fixed income. But usually, those aren't my customers. I'm going to let the $99 guy get those customers. I want and this is what I always tell. I never told the customer this, but this is what I always said. Right, Miss Jones? I'm on a fixed income too. It's fixed on whatever I make. And so those are things that we got to look at. Those are things that we got to do to be able to get our higher tickets, to be able to get to where we need to go at. And so those are things that we got to look at. I always said we did a lot of work in the northeastern side of Cincinnati. That's where all the money is. That's where the stupid money is. That's where, you pull up. I never forget the one house. We did Christmas lights on our house, and then we did this house. And it's probably the biggest house I've ever seen that's in that area. And it was humongous. I mean, gigantic. And I got a picture somewhere that the truck in front of the house looks like a little ant compared to this mansion, But it wasn't just that. They had all these high dollar, $200,000 cars sitting in their driveway. So don't think that they don't have money, because a lot of people do have money, and it's not all about money. I did a lot of free stuff. I did my share of free stuff. I donated to the kids clubs for their soccer tournaments, and I donate it to the golf outings to help people. And I donated a lot. But you know what? I can't donate it if I don't make it. So don't feel bad that you're ripping these people. That's Jason, you're just ripping these people off. You're just ripping them off. I'm not ripping them off. If they're willing to pay it, I'm willing to do it. I was talking to a handyman out here. I'm looking at a handyman where we got a door out here that needs replaced. It's been needing replaced for the last 10 years. I've been procrastinating it. And so the handyman showed up. And I was talking to him about this pricing. He's like, man, I try to get about $75 an hour. And I'm like, dude, you're cheap. When you show up, I wouldn't show up for less than $200. It's just what it is. It's not being greedy. They have a problem. You have the solution, and they got the payment. And that's what it's about. That is what we're looking to do to be able to do what we need to do. Because if we want to grow our business, if we don't just want to work in our business and we don't want to be an employee no more, we actually want to be working on our business, not in our business. Because let me tell you something. You working on the truck, you're not going to make what you can make. Yeah, we're going to have stuff going out. But look at it this way. I can pay somebody $25 an hour to run that truck. And that's pretty good money. That's $50,000 a year for somebody. That's pretty good money. That's more than what they're making on unemployment right now. And I don't have to run the truck. And now I can go and do the things I need to do to be able to get to where I need to go at. So, with that said, the Traction Tour, one of the guys that's going to be there is an accountant. He went to school to be an accountant, but he never got certified. He's not a CPA. He's just a PA, I guess. And it's Dan Plata. And he's going to help people, and he's going to help you how to write a budget. What does a budget look like? What do you mean by a budget? Why do I need a budget for, Jason? I just spend money. I don't know where it goes. Well, you know what? If you have a budget, it goes back to what I was saying before. If we have a budget and we have this thing called a marketing budget that we're going to spend, my last year, my marketing budget for my business was $75,000 was my marketing budget to hit $1 million. $75,000. And you know what? That's a little on the cheap side for $1 million. I probably should have been about $100,000 for my marketing budget. Because you know what? That's what grows your business. That's what gets us to the next level. That's how we can do those things. And, we might say, I love the people of, well, do you market all year long? Well, hell yeah, I market all year long. Even in June and July when it's slow, yep, I even market it in there. What about January and February? Well, yeah, I cut back a little bit. But yes, that's in my marketing budget. And that's the importance of having a budget. It goes back to like you having a financial budget for your own self in your own life. You can make, it don't matter how much money you're going to make. If you don't have a budget, you're going to blow every dollar of it. That's just truth right there. You're going to blow every dollar that you make, period. Whether it's your finances in your personal business or in your business. Those are the things that is the importance of having a budget, setting that budget so that way we can say, hey, this is where I want to go. And hey, my budget is, I want to do $10,000 this month. Okay. Give me $1,000 in your marketing budget and I can get you to $10,000 because I could probably put out 300 signs, which is right at $1,000 and get you to there. And now that's going to take a little work. Or I could probably get you pretty close with AdWords with $1,000 budget. AdWords isn't as good as it used to be because there's a lot more people in the game. So if I can get a 5 to 10x my Google ads, I'm happy. Some people I can get to 10x. Some people I struggle to get to 5x. And so, those are things that help us grow our business. And it's not just marketing. I mean, it is just marketing. It's, maybe what all is in that marketing budget? Maybe I'm spending $200 in response to bid. Yeah, that's part of my marketing business. That's part of my marketing budget is that $200. But Jason, why do I need response to bid? Because it follows the hell up. A lot of hell up. And I mean, it follows up with text, emails, everything. And that's the beauty of that kind of stuff. And it allows me to do packages. And what does packages allow me to do? Raise my average prices up. Instead of getting this $300 house wash, now we just got $1,000 house wash, window cleaning, and concrete cleaning. $1,000. But Jason, they only called for a house wash. You're damn right they only called for a house wash. And I upsold them and I gave them packages, and packages is what gets us the higher tickets. It's not about, I only get my average ticket is only $200. Well, are you upselling them at all? Yeah, I try to when I get to the house. It's too late then. They've done made up their mind. They don't know what they wanted by this point. They don't even know you can do those other things. But if I tell them, hey, because psychology, I know a lot of people don't understand what that is, but psychology, there's a lot of people out there that are going to pick the high package. And most people are going to pick the middle package. I'd say probably 50% will pick the middle package because they don't want the bottom package. The bottom package is for those people. I got to be up here. I got to be in the high dollar people. All right. I think I went for 36 minutes of giving it. You can make a good money with a 2.7 and a pump up sprayer. I know. He did it for a long time. Joining accountability groups help. Push that like button. Missing half of 56. I would like to join that group. Well, my Voxer program, let me see what my Voxer, I don't know if I can get to it fast enough. Let's see if I can do it while I'm still talking here. But again, make sure if you don't, check out Traction. Traction is definitely something. The Traction Tour will definitely be something that will help you get your business to the next level. Even whether you're just starting out. Now, this isn't going to be a Jason's hands-on, you get the pressure wash. This is going to be I'm going to give the 25 steps. We're probably going to show how to do the pressure washing. And then it's all in classroom. It's balls to the walls of growing a business, because the how-tos is one thing, but the biggest thing that we want to get out of this tour is to help people get to the next level, get to where they need to be at, so that way you can grow, you can be successful, and you can do the things that you want to do. And we're doing it so that way you can get out of the business mindset, all of that kind of thing. I'm gonna put this down in the comments. This isn't the best page, but this will get you I don't know where my page is here. Pages. That's the offer for it. Oh, here it is right here. I think I can get it right here. Copy link. I think it's kingofpressurewash.com/ that's the offer. Here is the other one here. kingofpressurewash.premium 2021 is what it is. But yeah, so those are things that can help you. I got some questions here. Let's see. Funny you say 60,000 a year. 2 was that for me with networking and referrals. It took a lot of hours during the week having meetings. Now I have a second truck with a bigger mindset and higher prices. Yes, and networking is a great way. I'm not going to bash it at all. Networking is a great way. And then honestly, I think you should network. But I don't think that should be your only means of getting business. And like you say, that takes a lot of time. Networking takes a lot of time. And if you're still on the truck, it's hard to do networking while you're still on the truck. It's hard to go eat those breakfasts and lunches, to meet people and to meet, greet, and kiss babies, as they say, And so those are some things that are hard to do, but it's not impossible. And like I say, you're probably going to be at that 50, 60,000 range if you don't spend any money in there. Now, here's the thing about it, guys. When we start spending money in marketing and we start putting the gas pedal down there, then we can start, a lot of times, in AdWords, it usually takes about 3 clicks to get a customer or to get a phone call. And any click is going to be anywhere from $10 to $20. So it could cost you anywhere from $60 to $100 to get a customer. But how much is that customer worth? What is the lifetime value of that customer? If the lifetime value of that customer is $10,000, then what's $100? We got to change our mindset. Either hit the thumbs up or down. Somebody hit the thumbs down for me. Thank you. Give Jason his dues. Hit the like button. When my customers say I'm too high, I tell them how to do it themselves. They call right back. And and a lot of times what is too high? Hello, Beth. Mr. Liberty Power Wash is on. DJ, 50%. My response is, my husband asked if you could do it cheaper. Let me ask my wife. She said no. That's a good one right there. Just started, and I'm up to over 300 a house wash. Just need to get more calls. Well, put more money in marketing and keep it going. Figure out what your budget is, see what you can do, and keep doing it. Put out more signs. And if you don't want to pay signs, then do more YouTubes or not YouTube. Do more Facebook Lives. Do Nextdoor. Do LinkedIn. And you gotta remember that it takes time. If you're not busy, you need to be doing something. You either need to be writing blog posts. And here's something else I've been thinking about really hard to do, and I probably won't do it till July 1st. But because I'm actually going to be out of town for a little bit, we're going to be gone for a little bit. But if anybody's out, I am planning on stopping at a couple places. I'm planning on stopping in Illinois to do a ride along with somebody in Illinois. I do know that. Somebody that a lot of people know. And so I am planning on doing some ride alongs when I'm out. We're actually kind of doing a trip to out west and back. And so if there's people, I know I'm planning on stopping in Tulsa because I do know somebody in Tulsa. Mr. Luke Callett will be stopping there. So, and I'm going to, because I love doing ride-alongs. I haven't done many ride-alongs this year. I did a couple in the beginning, but I haven't done here in a while. And so those are some things that you can do. But what you need to do is if you're not busy, you got to go get that phone call. Again, writing blogs, doing things that will help your business. Doing your Google My Business. You better have 300 or you better have 100 pictures in your Google My Business. If you're not busy and you don't have 100 pictures in your Google My Business, then that's just your own fault. That's just you being lazy at that point. So those are things that we can do to help us get to where we need to be at. Speed limit is 65. These people will pay for a Porsche and still go 65 miles an hour. They could be cheap and buy a used Honda, but they bought the Porsche. Charge them. I like that. Or they bought the $100,000 Tesla. That worked for me. Good evening, everyone. I'm going to start doing door, living, mood lighting here in the South. Yeah. I always say I am not willing to subdivide my customer live by dropping my prices. If you can't afford to maintain your property, you spend too much. And a lot of people, think of it this way. How much do people pay to have their car washed? How much people, let's just say they pay $20 a week. 20 times, $20 a week times 50. They're willing to pay that, but they're not willing to pay $200-$300 or $500 for a house wash. What the heck? Hubby and I watched your videos all last year. Took your personal washing membership, purchased 100 signs, put out only 9 signs so far, and already made $705 in 1 week. Put out the damn signs. I actually talked about this in my ex at Texas of how many people, by a show of thumbs up, how many people have a nice garage full of signs or door hangers or in your house, or because you never put them up. But that's awesome. $705 made. That is awesome. By only 9 signs. A follow-up email caught me 2 jobs this week, total of $1,400 for those 2 jobs. Here's the other thing. If you're not busy, you got one of these, start calling people. Hey, Mom, do you know anybody? Actually, I watched a video of Keith Kelfis talking about this. Of most people know 100 people. Hey, Mom, do you know anybody might need some pressure washing? Okay, give me their number. Hey, Uncle Bob, how you doing? This is Bobby Sue. I just seeing if you need any pressure washing. I need, I'm starting a pressure washing business, and I'm wanting to know if you need any pressure washing done. No, you don't need. Well, if you know anybody, just let me know. Okay, I'll let them know, little Bobby. There's things you can do. More on packages, please. Packages. You need packages. I love packages. Packages grow your business. You can have all different types of packages. You can have simple packages. You can have big packages. My favorite packages, honestly, was a house wash, exterior window cleaning, and driveway cleaning. If you're doing roof cleaning, I do roof cleaning, house washing, exterior window cleaning. Those are my favorite packages. Those made me more money than anything. You really only want 3. You start getting 4, it starts getting a little, I don't know. But when you're at 3, that's where you want to be at. Should I go all in and quit my day job, or should I ease my way in on weekends and evenings? Depends on you. Depends on what you want. I'm not going to give you either which way advice. I probably would start on the evenings and weekends and see if you can get business. See how hard it is to get business. You get booked out a couple weekends, and then you can always quit and go for it. Depends on if you got family. Depends on if you're still living with mom and dad. If you're still living with mom and dad, go for it. If you're not living with mom and dad, you're probably not. Then I would think about it. Do you have health insurance? Does your wife work? There's lots of factors on there. See you, Mr. Wild Wild West. Started 1.5 months ago, and my best weekend has been $1,400. This weekend should be $1,700. That's probably more than you made in 2 weeks at your regular job. Do you use your customers' water? Yes, we do. Somebody called because I placed a yard sign by her house. I apologize, smiling on the phone, and I got the job. Hit the like button. What chemicals you use, and what are the ratios for a 5-gallon bucket for downstreaming? Just starting out, watching your channel. You can go 5 gallons straight in a downstreamer and be fine with that. You can cut it down to 3 and 2 gallons, either which way. And you're using sodium hypochlorite, bleach, pool shock. Pool shock is 10% to 12%, not bleach. Bleach is actually usually only about 6%. Nope, I got empty boxes here. I had signs. Be consistent, prolific, and relentless. It's like I've said that a time or two. Those are, if you really want to grow, those are the three things you need to do. Be consistent, prolific, and relentless. You got to do it when it's hard. You got to do it when you don't want to. You got to do it when you're tired. You got to do it when you suck and you think life sucks and everything's falling off and the pressure washer's blowing up and the truck just got hit and the trailer just got hit. You got to keep on pushing. You got to keep on putting out that marketing. You got to keep doing it no matter what. Keep it going. I went to talk to the Chamber of Congress director in my city, and he's going to get me a list of all high-income neighborhoods around my city and in the city. You can also go to melissadata.com and get that information too. Or somebody put citydata.org. Just started and wondering how to get my first job. Market, put yard sign. Honestly, I'm going to tell you to go to right here. Go to pressurewashhelp.com/get signs. Buy 100 signs and make them look like this here. I'm going to make it easy for you. Make it look like this, kind of like this. Don't use the 55555 number. That probably is not going to do you no good. And I would change this to pressure washing or power washing. And that's how I would start getting business. This right here will cost you about $350 if you go to pressurewashhelp.com. And that's the stakes, the whole 9 yards, everything. Or go get on Facebook and start saying that what you do and talking about it. I finished building my soft wash system today in the rain, and the sun came out, and I went to test it only to see leak out of my reel. I forgot I finger tightened my fittings to the reels as a mock-up. Yep. Yesterday I built the rig. Let's see if I can find that rig. That's a beautiful rig that I built. I don't know if I can bring it up or not. Let's see. Beautiful rig. I love this rig. It's a very cool rig. Let's see here. Where did I do it at? I'll do it through there. But it's a beautiful rig. It really is a beautiful rig. And, it's amazing at this rig. Let's see if I can do it again. Here, I'll put it over here. If not, uploads. It's a beautiful rig, and it can make a lot of money right here. I don't need my big ugly ass head in it. It's got 2 reels. It's got tanks. It's got everything you need to be a successful pressure washing business, because that's what I want you to be, is a successful pressure washing business. I don't want you to be a broke pressure washing business. I want you to be a successful pressure washing business. Look at this thing. Look how amazing that is. It's got an 8-gallon a minute. It's got a 50-gallon water tank, a 50-gallon pressure washing tank. It's got the illuminator so it'll slide right in the back of your bed. And it's got 150 feet of 0G force hose, 3/4. And it's got 150 feet pressure wash hose. Amazing rig right there. Money making sucker. That 8-gallon a minute, put a surface cleaner on that bad boy, and I can do everything except roof cleaning. I can do the driveways, I can do the decks, I can do everything. That is an awesome rig. You are the man, Jason. Your heart of gold has done more good for others than you will ever know. You deserve a round of applause. Well, thank you, because I've had some haters here lately. I had some haterade, and I had to go do some blocking lately because one of the guys sent me an email and said, you're just all for it about the money and blah, 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 blah. And I just like, dude, whatever, dude. As much as I give out, I got to make a living, just like you're going to make a living doing house washing. Cheapest place to get door hangers, right here, pressurewashhelp.com/get signs. And when you go there, you buy me and this is pretty cheap to get them too. You buy me a cup of coffee. I appreciate it. What that what the wife didn't understand why I cleaned vines from a damn stop sign. She said, it's not your job, it's the city's. Whenever it takes to get out in front of people that so they can see. And this is a good thing too, MTH, of doing like HOA entries, stuff like that. Those are some good things to do like that to get in front of those people, like you said. I've seen some people use pool shock and dish soap. Is dish soap okay or no? Dawn is actually not okay because if you read it, it says do not mix with Dawn or um, do not mix with bleach because it can make gases that you don't want. But yeah, you can use pool shock. I mean, there's people out there that don't even use they just use pool shock. I'm working full time and have all my days off booked for the month. I have to take time off work to make some money. And then you can charge more too when you start getting booked out. Even if you're a weekend warrior, start charging more. I sucked on my first driveway, my first house. Let's not talk about my first roof. I use an XJet, but have to go through the pain to grow. Always learning. How do you reply to a customer when they say, wow, why is your price so high? That's a great question, John. That's because I have been trained by the best of the best. Jason Guyman, I went to the traction tour, and there I learned all this stuff of how to do it. And I have the best equipment out there to grow my pressure washing business. And I have to feed my family, and this is how I support my family. I'm just a small business supporting my family so that we can go play soccer with your rich-ass kids too. So that's why my prices are so high. Thank you and pay me, and when do you want me to schedule you in? Jason, I got a negative review on my GMB. However, since I stress getting reviews, I've got so many 5-star, it drowns out the negative. Guys, always get those reviews. Never stop getting reviews. And if you don't, you can go to right here, pressurewashhelp.com/nice job. They have a great tool to get reviews. If you don't have to use a tool, but tools like this will help you do things to be able to get them faster, be able to get more of them, that kind of thing. And also, if you need a website, they make pretty awesome websites. So go check that out. We didn't have any leaks. Oh yeah, I went down a whole rabbit hole, didn't I? Talking about leaks on my trailer rig here. We had all kind of leaks. We had leaks were everywhere. We screwed up a ball valve. This ball valve right there, where you can't see it, but where the bypass was bad, and we had leaks everywhere. We had a sprinkler system going on that pressure washing rig, but we got it. On my last job, the vinyl siding on the south looked blotchy, as if soap didn't rinse off. Probably didn't. You need to rinse more. If it dried, you got to rinse it. You may need to re-soap it and then rinse it again. I always tell the haters, don't be... anyone who would hate on Jason has some serious mental issues. I mean, he gave me this big, long email. You can't believe, blah, blah, blah. And I just like, trash can. I just started out, did my first roof wash today for a small place, about 600 square feet, charged $250. Am I too low on pricing? Yes. Also, what should I charge? Definitely, it depends on the type of roof. Well, first thing off, whenever we're dealing with roofs, I always tell people I like a minimum of about $500 to $600. And the reason why I'm at that minimum is because we're using it anywhere from 4 to 6%. So there's a good chance that we could kill something or screw something up. And also, we're on a ladder, and there's a good chance that not a good chance, but there's a possibility of you falling off that ladder. So for the risk, that's why we charge $600 or $500. It's all about the risk factor. The risk factor is what it's all about. Dawn also breaks down the strength of pull shock. Yes, it does. You can't let it sit in there or it will screw it up. I tried to build a blend manifold for soft wash, used the Pentair valves. I used 2 1/2 inch barbs for half water, 1/4, and 5/8 to jump to my 3/4. Wouldn't draw good, and distance was bad. You might want it to need it to use a 3/4 from the half to 3/4 to that jump line, and then I don't know. Make sure that you don't have no leaks anywhere, because all it takes is one thing's cracked or anything like that, and it's done. Yep, it works good on brick. It works good on anything. Do they pay cash most of the time? No. We actually went to all. I mean, you can do cash, but I actually went to all. I was all credit card because I didn't want my employees dealing with my money, and I didn't want it to make sure that I got it. Houses, packages, and upsells. A house wash, $474. Air garage, walkways, pool, surrounding windows, roof wash on garage. Bam, $2,000. And you're there a day, and you made $2,000 for one day's worth of work. Even with my leak, I was amazed at how far I was shooting. I'm going to fix my leak tomorrow and finish getting the rest built. Have money to make. $500 minimum on roof. Don't matter what roof. They're better to be good reason to walk that roof. All right. So again, check out tractiontour.com. It is in the greater Cincinnati area. Actually, it's in northern Kentucky. It's about 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes from the CVG airport, the Cincinnati airport. If you ever fly into Cincinnati, you're actually flying into northern Kentucky. And then the hotel that we will be in it's about 10-minute ride from there. They do have shuttles. So that way you don't even have to do Uber across. So that's why we're having it there. It will be a good time. You will learn lots. So go check out tractiontour.com. Again, I'm going to be talking about the pressure washing side, a little bit about marketing. Bobby's going to go into his side of marketing and upsells and packages and all of that kind of thing. And then obviously, one of the things that I love about having Dan Plata on here is talking about the business side of things, setting up budgets, helping you figure out what you need to do to set up a budget. What do you need to spend? Where do you need to spend it? How much are you spending? How are you? And even the second day of setting up your QuickBooks, making sure it's set up properly. And the second day, I'm going to be working on the marketing plan, when to post, how to post, what to post, and setting that stuff up. And I'm also going to be talking about GMB. Why is it important to get our 100 pictures? Why do we need to put our pictures in there? So those are some things that you definitely need to check out. What's this? Just bought our first truck for business, fixing to build an aluminum skid and hire first employees. What do you think is an ideal employee? One that first shows up. That's a pretty good place. And then even Dan Plato is going to even talk about employees and how to get employees. They have a recruiting business, and so he's got that information too. So there's lots of information. That second day is going to be all about growing your business and taking action, putting an action plan down and getting what we need to do. Because if we don't ever set goals, guys, you're never going to hit them. That's like taking a shotgun and pointing it at your hip and turning your head and hoping we hit a target. If we don't have goals, if we don't set goals, this is what we're doing. We're like, I'm going to shoot over here and I'm going to hit my target. No, you're not going to hit the target because you don't even have a target. So setting your goals are very important things that you need to do so that you can grow your business and be successful. Hope you all have a great weekend this weekend. I will be back on here Sunday night. I am going to be on with Williams Washing. I can't think of her name. Mrs. Williams is going to be on here, and probably William will too. So it will be a good time. So come back on Sunday night. Also, don't forget to check out kingofpressurewash.com/podcast. That is my podcast. I have some really cool episodes on there. I post every Tuesday on there, so go check those out too. But yes, Google My GMB does equal Google My Business, whoever asked that question. So hope you all have do you have, I'll hit this question because Big Rob is always on here. Do you have to use oxalic acid after using SH? I never did. It makes it look better, but I never did it. I would honestly do it as an upsell. That would be an upsell to make more money off of deck cleaning. That's what I would do. So hope you all have a great evening, and we'll see you all later, guys.